Okay, so now that we know how to fly forward and back, we need to know how to turn. So that's not much different. Let's get back to where we were. Uh, so to turn, to actually turn, you actually need to use both sticks. That's to get a smooth turn. But in order to do that, you're gonna do this rocking motion with your roll. Not all the way to the end, just like a little bit somewhere in between your. Okay, if you look at the sticks on the screen, the right sticks is what I'm moving. To do a nice turn, you would actually use both in a nice manner. So depending on where your throttle is at. Your throttle could be low and you still got to do that. It could be high and you still would have to do the same thing. It doesn't matter where your throttle is. It's just the left and right movement that you're looking at. But we're going to start off with just using the roll just a little bit, rocking back and forth as we move forward. So you're going to arm your quad, pitch forward to move forward, and then you're going to just roll a little bit left or right, and you see what's going to happen. So get off the ground, and as I pitch forward, I'm going to roll. There we go, just a little bit. And as I need it, because if I get too close to the ground, I give it a little bit of throttle. Okay? Stop like how we did before. Turn around. And then we fly back again. Just some little bit of roll. Move this direction. Move over here. Move back there. Move this way. Move that way. Okay. Pitch. Fly back. Turn around. Roll. Let's go this way. Over here. Over there. Over there. And so what you're looking for in this one, I hit the ground. What you're looking for is when you reach something to the extremities to the left or the right, the roll is going to allow you to get away from it. So this comes in very handy. So I'm coming over here. Oh no, turn that way. Oh no, turn that way. And so you get used to using your roll in that manner. It feels weird because you rarely get to do that. You always use both together. But getting used to seeing it and knowing you have to roll is what this lesson is all about, or this practice that you will have to do. Okay, and it's so difficult for me. I'm instinctually trying to use my yaw, but there we go. I'll take my hand off the throttle, and I just do that. And as you can see, I still can figure my way out, even though I'm not straight. I'm using the momentum of the drone to take me where I need to go. So I'm taking my hand off the throttle for right now. There we go, hit the floor right now. Whoa, whoa. And trying to keep that flight. There we go. Let's go. Get a bit of throttle. Roll. There we go. I'm still going to my destination even though I may not be straight by the time I reach there. I'm still going to find my way there just using that. In fact, that comes in very handy when it comes to racing because the throttle is often so high when you're racing. Your throttle is like up here. It's just easy to roll into it. You pitch back and roll or forward or whatever it is. So you end up using roll a whole lot more in racing. So once you get that, maybe 10 laps back and forth, then we're going to use both. And this is where you see the movement that you will be looking for. So you're off the ground, pitch forward to fly. And as you see, I'm going to turn and turn and turn and turn. There we go. So you see the difference here. It looks like a roll, but I'm using a little bit of yaw so I can control my direction. I have more control this way. Okay, I have far more control in this manner. And even using this, you can practice turning around. So as you come to the end of your street or the end of your yard or wherever you're flying, you can just turn straight around. So that's a mixture of roll and yaw. And this is what you're looking to get towards. So you're going to practice those 1-2 steps until you get to this flowing form, as we used to say in class. It's a flowing form. You add your roll, then you add your yaw and your roll, and you'll find out that it's quite easy to add it. and you're good. You should have good throttle management if you went over the lessons, and so you know how high you need to go. Your fingers are going to be more relaxed, and you're going to practice these moves, and that's all they are. So these moves are good for making turns and flying around obstacles. So if I want to turn around here, that's what I'm going to use. I'm flying down the street. You can line up your gaps. It's easier that way. So once you practice these, so it's only just roll and yaw. That's all you're doing. Roll and yaw, and a little bit of throttle. You're not giving this a lot of throttle, just a little bit, and so you're able to move around. This is the essence right now of flying FPV, of learning this roll and yaw. So you give this some time, and your throttle management, which I'm going to show you how to really maximize your throttle management so that you can do this type of movement. This may be a bit hard for you, just flying around. It looks simple, but it's not, especially for a beginner. It's not that simple. I can tell you that now, because I have to. Oh, there we go. I'm watching my altitude, and I'm adjusting with my throttle. So I'm going to show you that in the next lesson about, I call it staying on the throttle. It's like, I can't even describe it. I'd love to show you in the next lesson on how you maintain your altitude, and then the lesson after that, how you get bigger moves, and you start combining all these things together with your roll and yaw. We get into flips, rolls and flips, but you have to begin this, and you get used to moving around objects. This is very difficult. Your fingers need to be trained to do this. So this lesson is a little bit longer than the rest, because that's how important this one is. You have to learn how to fly around objects. Like I said, I'm making it look easy, but it's not. Especially for a beginner, it's not as easy. Even with some persons who've been flying for a while, they tend to have a little problem with this, in order to make the right decision on turning right or left. And some people are stronger on one side than the other. The whole point is to you run these drills, that's what we're gonna call them, in order for you to get better. We're gonna run these drills in order for you to get better. So you keep it simple, just from one side of your yard to the next. Stop at the fence, turn around, and you go back again, and then meander to the other side. That's all you're doing. Stop it, fly back, level out, turn, and then you do it again. This is going to get you to that point in order to circumnavigate any obstacle you need to go, plus to adjust when you're flying through gaps. The same move right here, being able to use your roll and your yaw to do that, and even to pitch back, to stop and turn. All these things are very important. They're very boring too. You want to fly and you want to do big things, but you have to learn the basics first, and these basics are going to save you a whole lot when it comes to doing all your tricks that you want to do. So if you feel that your flying is not steady, it's because you don't have that throttle control. You don't have that control on your roll, pitch, and your yaw. You don't have the muscle memory to do it. And so you have to start practicing a whole lot more. You have to start practicing these drills. Understanding, there you go, so I just keep bucking up to everything. Understanding how things move. Alright? So practice this. If you have a simulator, it's good. If you don't, then you can practice it in your yard.